Now I would like to introduce Dr. Jane Goodall. She is a pioneering worldwide researcher and conservationist from the United Kingdom and was designated Messenger of Peace in 2002. Throughout her professional life, she has demonstrated a strong commitment to environmental awareness and action. She has followed a groundbreaking study of chimpanzees by supporting, among others, the Great Ape Survival Project, a global effort to save the endangered great ape species. Dr. Goodall has also served as member of the advisory panel named by the Secretary to discuss new approaches to sustainable development. A renowned primatologist is motivated primarily by her conviction that individual actions taken collectively can be a major force for positive change. Dr. Goodall, here.
And to my fellow messengers of peace, to all of you out here in this wonderful space, and to those three groups who I believe are listening in as we speak. Are we connected right now? And it's Sudan, Afghanistan, and Liberia. So, particularly for you who are so far away, who cannot be with us in this room, I would like to give you a greeting. A greeting which is in a language we all can share. It's the greeting of the chimpanzees whom I have spent so long watching, learning about, and learning from. And so particularly for you people over there, far away, the hello greeting. Hello all of you, this is me speaking. First in Africa and then in other parts of the world, I met many, many young people, just like all of you here today, all of you listening in, who seemed to me, and I'm not saying this is like you, I hope it's not, but I did meet many people of your age who seemed to have lost hope. Well, have we, the older generations, compromised the future of the young people of today? Absolutely yes. Is it true that there's nothing that can be done about it? Absolutely no. And it was because of that, these meetings I had with so many young people, that I started our youth program, Roots and Shoots, which you'll hear more about later from one of our very outstanding Roots and Shoots youth leaders. But it's a symbolic name. If you imagine a little seed that will grow into a big tree, and it starts with tiny little roots and a little shoot which looks so weak, and yet there is such an energy, such a life force within that seed that those little roots to reach the water can work their way down through the boulders and eventually push them aside. And that little shoot can work its way through cracks in the brick wall and eventually break it down in order to reach the sun. If we think of the brick walls and the boulders as all the problems, environmental and social, that afflict our planet, then this is a message of hope. Hundreds and thousands of young people like you can get through these problems and make the world a better place for all living things. So every group chooses 3 projects where they can roll up their sleeves and take action to help people, to help animals, and to help the environment we all share. And running through it is a theme of learning to live in peace and harmony with ourselves, within our families, our communities, peace and harmony between nations, peace and harmony between religions and between cultures, and between us and the natural world. And Roots and Shoots is very much about breaking down the barriers that we love to build between all these different groups. It's working, as you'll hear from Emily. But This coming Sunday, as you heard from the Secretary General, it is the United Nations International Day of Peace. I was given the honor of becoming one of the UN's messengers of peace because of Winston Churchill. Because I said to the previous Secretary General, Kofi Annan, that wherever I go, 300 days a year traveling, I'm trying to sow seeds of peace, seeds that will give rise to young people like yourselves who can break down these barriers. And to celebrate the fact that we have a vision for peace. If we can't envision peace, if we cannot envision a world where we live in peace between peoples and between us and the natural world, we'll never get very far. And so on the 21st, for me, this is an opportunity for us to celebrate a vision. And it's a vision that you spoke about earlier. And I think it's a vision that you addressed as well. This vision of a world at peace. And so on the 21st, on Sunday, we shall be flying giant peace doves around the world. And there's a giant peace dove at the back here. There were two outside in the wind. I'm surprised that your doves didn't fly away, but I'm glad you got it in here. And we would love any of you who would like to join us, flying peace doves in different countries of the world, to join us in celebrating this vision of peace for a hopeful world, for a world without war, for a world living in harmony with nature, and a world that is yours, that you will inherit. And I'm sorry we haven't done better for you. We haven't borrowed the world from our children. We steal. And we have stolen greatly. But hopefully we can get together and try to give something back. Thank you.